non-trauma that's been submerged in the subconscious mind. I know some of y'all don't want to hear that. I know some of y'all don't want to hear that. But I'm telling you all like it needs to be told. It's because it's not really about you. It's about the species. See, this one event, this trauma of this event, I'm telling you, it has had a profound impact on the species. Not just you and me, but on the species. So you can't look at it like, oh, it's all about me. No. And it's all about what I believe. No. It's not about what you believe. It's not about who you think did it and why you think they did it. No. It's about healing the trauma in the first place. How can you consciously process that and make sense out of it based upon the official story? You can't do it. That's psychological trauma. It doesn't make any sense. You can't justify that to any degree. You see what I'm saying? I know some of y'all don't want to hear that. You can actually control people by issuing programming that impacts their subconscious mind, and they will literally control themselves. You don't have to do anything physical. Remember this: trauma. Number 2, fear. Number 3, externalization of power. And number 4, control. Okay? Understand that fear supersedes intellectual process. Write that down. Fear supersedes intellectual process. I know some of y'all don't want to hear that. I know some of y'all don't want to hear that. See, fear triggers the subconscious mind to protect the conscious mind from psychological trauma. In other words, when we experience fear, it triggers the subconscious mind, and within the subconscious mind, what do we have? Uh-oh. What do we have? Uh-oh. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger because I want us to really understand this here, okay? There's your mind. When you experience fear, especially high levels of fear, it accesses the subconscious mind. This is fascinating. I know some of y'all don't want to hear that. In order for a person to think about fighting, they have to train themselves to fight consciously. You have to train yourself to consciously fight. But most people, we're not trained fighters. You see what I'm saying? Uh-oh. Y'all understand what I'm saying here? Do you all have that? Okay, because that's key. In the fight mode, we are not thinking consciously. We're simply trying to get the hell out of here. I know some of y'all don't want to hear that. I know some of y'all don't want to hear that. Trauma caused us, and the fear caused us to go into a state of flight. And as a consequence, it's not thinking time. It's not time to process what's going on. We're just trying to get the hell up out of there. I know some of y'all don't want to hear that. I know some of y'all don't want to hear that. Sensory overload, conflicting information, and fear-based programming that was issued by both the mainstream news and the alternative news. I know some of y'all don't want to hear that. intriguing? Make you think a little bit? I hope so. Look at that. You think the conscious mind could process all that all at one time? You gotta be kidding me. It's not possible. I know some of y'all don't want to hear that. I know some of y'all don't want to hear that. I know some of y'all don't want to hear that. I know some of y'all don't want to hear that.